and gentlemen, it's the real QSTORM. I'm back with the only known person to defeat Charizard in a fight. Krook won. How you feel?
Good.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not sick at all? Or?
Not really.
We just had a chance to watch the Rogue One trailer, the new Star Wars film, coming out this December. What'd you think?
It looked good. I like the part with that dude with the staff, but
That's a bow. That's a bow staff, by the way.
bow staff. But
I'm just letting you know.
I don't. I think they're going to screw that up.
Why?
If you don't know what karate is, you're probably not going to make it properly.
Do you study karate?
Yes.
What do you study?
Taekwondo, Hapkido, Tung Sudo.
Oh, okay. You know, I study karate too. Rotate for life.
Okay.
That impressed?
I knew that.
Wow! I don't think you have to worry because that guy is Donnie Yen, who is a globally known martial arts sensation.
Okay.
So you still worried that?
A little bit, but
Wow.
not as much. Not as much.
Okay. By the way, he's using a quarterstaff. I actually train with a bow staff, and I know 3 bow staff katas.
Okay. I knew that, too.
Okay. What does it take to impress you?
Told me that you floated a flying car. I think the movie's going to be pretty good, but then, again, all of the trailers for Star Wars movies look good.
That's a good point. Now, out of all the trailers we've seen, how many trailers do you actually remember? Because you would have been pretty young.
Like 3.
Which ones?
I think it would be parts of the Phantom Menace trailer.
Continue.
I've heard that you hate that movie.
It's just me. I'm not the only one. Go ahead.
Then there's Force Awakens. It's just as bad as the prequels.
Oh, God. I love the trailer. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because I'm a little older than you, slightly. And
that's 40 years.
Why are you gonna put me on Front Street like that? Anyway, I love the fact that I get to see the Rebel base on Yavin again. I love the fact that I got the old school stormtroopers back, not those Apple Store rejects from Force Awakens.
Oh my God.
And I like the fact that I got some AT-ATs because
no,
we all
called
don't even say it.
AT-ATs.
No.
All-terrain
No.
assault.
Yes, the letters are AT-AT, but you pronounce it AT-AT. Now, unless you want to be strucken from the will and lose your inheritance, you're going to call them AT-ATs.
Okay.
I also like the fact that, and you've heard me say this, I didn't see any Jedi.
Okay.
I didn't see any Sith.
Okay.
Because I'm sick of that. If I hear one more time how there's a Jedi who has to fight a Sith or a Jedi that has to resist the dark side, I'm going to lose it. So I'm so glad that I'm not seeing that again. How about you?
I really don't like that. It's Jedi Rebellion versus Jedi in the Rebellion versus everybody else. And the Jedi might as well be a giant that can squish an AT in one hit. They're overpowered.
The Jedi are feared across the galaxy. They're supposedly the policemen of the galaxy. Yet, in no Star Wars film have I ever seen the Jedi do anything that massive other than, I mean, they're bad with lightsabers, yeah. And they can do this and push things back and stuff like that. And they can force choke you, but that's pretty much anything that an LA cop could do.
they plow through stormtroopers like
Oh, well, but that's different. Stormtroopers suck when they shoot. We know this.
uh, they they plow through pretty much anything, actually. And it's really unrealistic that everyone dodges the lasers. Cause if they're actually lasers, they would be going the speed of light. It's simple logic. It's unrealistic.
But it's also unrealistic that when you see TIE fighters uh, traveling through space, or Star Destroyers, or the Millennium Falcon, or X-Wing fighters going through the vacuum of space, you wouldn't hear noises. You wouldn't, because there's no atmosphere for these sound waves to bounce off of, thereby hitting our eardrums. So there wouldn't be any sound. That's unrealistic.
That's a very, very small detail.
How's that any smaller than the light speed thing? Lasers going at the speed of light. Why are you cherry picking what can be deemed unrealistic? The whole thing is unrealistic.
Because science fiction has to have some large details that make the universe work. Science fiction still has to have.
For all the people out there whom I have argued with in terms of how things need to be logical, I apologize. So, you're all caught up in the science. Does that mean that you are more of a Star Trek fan, which is slightly more rooted in actual science?
No.
Just like that, no?
Yeah, no.
Not even, didn't have to think about it.
No.
Because I'm a Trek fan as well. So I'm a little insulted by that.
No. I just think they talk too long sometimes.
Oh, you didn't say that. Oh. Oh.
If they cut the talking in half, I would like it.
But Crocodile, you know that talking sometimes is the best way to resolve a conflict.
Yeah, but when you talk loads, that there isn't as much action in it, and that's what I don't really like about Star Trek.
Do you remember in Attack of the Clones and in Phantom Menace and in Revenge of the Sith, they had lots of scenes of talking, like when they were talking to the Senate. They were talking about trade federations, and they were negotiating and talking, and maybe you have a point. But don't malign Star Trek ever again.
Okay.
You can talk bad about the new Star Trek all you want to,
Okay.
because we all know that's not really Trek. How do you feel as a young male about the fact that we saw a female protagonist, Rey, in A Force Awakens, which was cool, okay? And now in this film, yet again, we're seeing another female protagonist named Jin. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's just because they're trying to not have as many men. It's obvious that the movie business is unconsciously slightly racist and sexist. If you take a
I've
list
created a monster.
if you look at
Everything's racist now. Okay.
every movie, most movies created, you'll have a very small amount of black main characters, and then you'll have this colossus of movies that have all white men as main characters.
So your point is,
They're trying to change that.
they're trying to level the playing field by putting more females in front.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how does that play into the race, though, the race factor?
You don't see that many black people either. Or
You mean you don't see
Chinese
many black females? Because we're talking about gender now, not necessarily race.
We're talking about gender and race. You don't see black men, black women, or any people of color mostly. You don't see them that much.
You see them on Daredevil and you see them on Flash. There's a black Jimmy Olsen now
Who's that?
on Supergirl.
Who's Jimmy Olsen?
The black guy.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
So you are seeing a little bit more
Yeah, look.
balance. Do you feel that given we had Katniss Everdeen, we had I don't know the character's name in the Divergent series. We saw last summer how Furiosa in the Mad Max film really was the main protagonist, more so than even Max himself. Don't you think that the playing field has already been leveled? Don't you think that we should get another male lead in a Star Wars film? Don't you find it a little cynical that they're just trying to draw in the female audience and they're trying to have this feminist agenda?
No.
So you're okay with it then?
Yeah.
You're okay with another?
Even though they do still need more black people.
Man, I've created a little Malcolm X here.
What?
Yeah, okay. It would have been nice seeing a black female. I would agree with that. I don't think we hardly have ever seen a black female protagonist. You know, the only time I remember seeing that is in a movie that came out before you were even born called Strange Days. It starred Angela Bassett. And it was a, if I'm not mistaken, it was a sci-fi film.
Okay.
Man, don't get an attitude. I'm just saying. And then there's the quintessential female lead, and that being, you know who I'm talking about?
Wait. I don't know what
I give you a clue.
I don't. I still don't.
Aliens, the Alien series. Sigourney Weaver.
I didn't watch them. Why would I know?
Because I raised you, and I thought I raised you properly. Are you excited to see Forrest Whitaker in a Star Wars film?
Who?
Forrest Whitaker was the black guy. He's a marvelous actor. He was the guy saying,
Oh,
If-
that dude.
if you fight them, what will you become?
Yeah. He looked kind of scary.
So you're calling him a scary black man? You're stereotyping him as a scary black man?
No. He looks scared and he looks like he almost got his eye taken out.
That's natural for him, believe me. He looks like that all the time. He has a problem with his eyelid. The actor.
Oh. What's with the dude walking on water? Is he actually walking on
I
water?
asked the same question.
Or is he walking on the shore? I don't know if he's walking on water or not. Can't tell.
Maybe it's in a religious overtones. You think?
No.
Okay. I think J.J. Abrams is producing this, but someone else is directing it. So you're okay. It's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry. I like the fact that they are, you know, keeping track and going back and looking at the notes and seeing what characters played a part in the original trilogy and doing their best to bring them back into the fold. I like that continuity.
Okay. What?
Just checking. So are you excited to see this movie?
Yeah.
That's it?
I am excited to see this movie. The trailer looks good, so
Now,
Yeah.
it's coming out in December, which means most likely there's going to be a flood of new toys, new merchandise, new costumes, new hats, new gloves, new lunch boxes. Do you expect me to go out and buy all that stuff
no.
since it's near Christmas?
Yeah.
Huh?
I guess.
You guess?
Maybe. It depends on how good it looks.
Oh, how good the movie looks.
and the toys.
Okay. What
The
if
movie sucked and it's a really cool Lego set. I'm still gonna get the Lego set.
Oh, you're gonna get the Lego set. You got
You're
some money?
going to pay for it partially, or mommy partially, but I'm gonna pay for like half of it, or 3/4,
Freaking millennials, man.
or 2/3.
I think we've covered everything there is to cover in this trailer. We left no. Was that you?
No,
Say excuse me.
that wasn't me. Oh my god, that was not it. That was not me.
I think we've covered everything there is to cover in this trailer. We left no stone unturned. Nothing was left to the imagination.
I think so too.
Okay. On that note, that's the martini. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.